guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be sitting down and talking about empties. I had a whole box of them. I cannot tell you the last time I went through and did empties. It must have been summertime. So it has been well over 6 months and there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of duplicates too, which is really good because that tells me that it's a product I really love. And that will tell you guys that as well. So the first thing I'm going to start with is an item that I used up 6 of them. Yes, you heard me correctly. 6 of them. So that's 1 a month, let's say, give or take. And that is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. And these are the larger cans. So they also, this is a different product, but they also have a smaller can. Okay. I get this in the larger can. Now I am always on the lookout. This is my favorite dry shampoo for a sale on these, a deal on these. There are a lot of people that sometimes have this deal with Living Proof that they have a code. I think it's Jen from the Sister Studio and Loverly Gray sometimes has one. And what it is when you purchase $30 or more, you get a free regular sized dry shampoo. It can be $36 of anything or $30 of anything you want. This is $36. So I buy one of these and I get a free one and I place multiple orders because I know I need it. I just placed a couple orders because there was recently a code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 downstairs. So I should be good for a while. But this is just, I mean, keep going, keep going and keep going. And keep going. I mean, if this isn't an empty love, what is? While we're there, I will talk about the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast, the best volume spray. I have used this one. Yeah, there's nothing in it. I was going to play with it. I hate a volume spray that makes my hair look dried out. This one does not do that. All I do is use it at my roots. I mean, realistically, I will say I haven't been using this as much. I have a whole video on how I get volume out of my hair now. It is a tool that I use and I love. Next up, I used up my Vital Proteins Original Collagen Peptides. I actually don't use this as much for my collagen as I do to get my protein in a day. I started in the beginning of January the Faster Way to Fat Loss program, which I always thought was some sort of gimmicky diet, guys. It is not. It is all about eating whole foods, healthy foods, and fitting them into your macros. So I actually use this in order to get my protein up if I haven't had enough protein in a day. As we age, having the right amount of protein, guys, is so important. It's part of what helps our body like burn the fat. So super, super important. And I take a different collagen supplement, but this is what I use for my protein and I add it in, but it also has collagen. Since we're talking about healthcare type of things, okay, so this is weird. For years, this is the probiotic that I took. If you don't take a probiotic yet, guys, do this. It's so easy. Trust me, you will be so happy you did. It helps reduce belly fat. It helps stop bloating. Like, it keeps you regular. This is so important. Like, I mean, nobody wants to talk about it, but it is so important. So this is my go-to, and it is the Raw Probiotics Women. I get it on Amazon. It comes, you have to keep it in the refrigerator. It comes in a chilled package, all of that, which is fine. And I couldn't find, like, you know how usually on Amazon you can click like reorder, and I didn't, and I typed it in and I got this one, which looks similar but different, right? But this one didn't come refrigerated and didn't have to be kept refrigerated, and I didn't notice the same results from it. So I went back to this one. Since we're on supplements, I'm going to show you something that I've been using and trying, and I'm hesitant to talk about this because I've tried it for over 6 months, but I wasn't consistent in the beginning when I started it. And it's a brand called Modere, and I've used up 2 of the trim, and the trim is made, I don't even really know. The trim is basically made, I think, to help you like burn fat while you're working out, and it has your collagen in it. I tried the coconut lime and the mango. The coconut lime I really liked. The mango I did not like at all. It was just very heavy and fake. Ugh, not my thing. So here's the thing. Can I tell you if it works or not? No. And you're like, Lisa, you've used 2 bottles of this. How do you not know? So here's the thing is A, I wasn't taking it consistently. B, I don't have any, like when I started Monat, I had like hairs that I needed to grow in, but I don't have like I don't have any spots where I'm missing hair. I don't have any new baby hairs coming in since I started using it. Like I haven't noticed anything with this, but I wasn't consistent. So at the beginning of January, when I started Faster Way to Fat Loss, I also decided I was going to be consistent with this. And so I have been taking it every single day. See, part of my problem was with this has to be refrigerated. And I was going back and forth, you know, and not always having it with me. It was just a hassle. So I wasn't consistent with it from the summer until January. It just wasn't. So that being said, I'm trying to be consistent with this. I do take this every single morning. So now I'm going to talk to you about the second part of that. Now, in the evening, I take my liquid collagen, strictly collagen. Now, Modir has a couple different ones. Originally, I tried the Life one. It was fine. It's also good for your joints, guys, this Modir. And the whole thing behind them is they say that like the collagen that I was taking, the powdered one, doesn't have a high absorption rate. It absorbs only 30% of what you're intaking. Whereas when it is in a liquid form, you absorb 90%. And not liquid as in I poured a powder into water, like physically liquid. So with that being said, I tried the Life one. It kind of tasted a little bit like tomato soup-ish, a cold tomato soup. And then I tried the Pure. No, I take that back. Then I tried the Skin. The Skin tastes like a sweet tart. So if you are adverse to flavors, the Skin is, however, mostly for your skin, and it is mostly for the collagen. The Life is also for other things. I forget what they are. As you can tell, I don't sell this stuff. My girlfriend Christina does. She knows all about it. I don't. I'll link her down below. So anyway, so I tried the Skin, loved the flavor of it, but again, I wasn't consistent with it. So I then tried the Pure. So the Pure is supposedly fairly similar, except for it doesn't have sugars in it. So if you're a keto or whatever have you, but I did not like the taste of this at all. I'd rather the Life one than the Pure one. So then I went back to Skin. Now I will say too, another thing is in the very beginning when I was taking it, I was taking Trim and Skin in the morning and then Skin again at night. I realized I was totally wrong on that. I need to be taking Trim in the morning and then Skin at night. So right now I am taking Skin. I just opened a new one. So I literally just emptied one of this last night. So these were over a long period of time. Typically one bottle of this, taking it once a day, should last you 30 days, I think. Or is it taking it twice a day should last you 30 days? I don't know. I just set up a smart ship. I'm going to commit myself to this for a good solid 3 months, and then I will come back if it has any updates. Now, if this is something that you are interested in trying when I purchase it, and this is for everyone, they give you a discount code so I can give, like if you use my code, you get $10 off your order, but then it gives me $10 in credits to spend. So just FYI, the link will be down below. So then the next thing I have used up is my Crest 3D White Glamorous White. Guys, this is my all-time favorite mouthwash. It's not, I can't do the Listerine, Bernie, alcohol feel. Ugh, no, scope too much. This is so good and it whitens your teeth. I absolutely love this. I use this toothpaste as well. Let's talk body. I have used up a good amount of my body oils, body washes. So most of mine are from Clean Spa. Look again. There's even another one down here that I can't get a hold of. This is something that I use. I'll explain in just a moment. I have a whole video about it actually. So this is the Essential Treatment Oil in Sugar Plum Blossom I used up. I used up Be Peachy. I used up Creamy Coconut and ginger tea, and then I had a tiny little one of Gypsy Rose that I had finished up. So here's what I use with this. This is an essential oil, and so I wash my body with their body wash as well, which I'm surprised I don't have any empties of that. But I use their body wash, and then before I get out, I towel off, like pat dry. And then after I do that, before I get out of the shower, I put this oil all over my body. It absorbs in, it makes your skin feel amazing, guys. I have always had dry skin issues. I've always had like rough skin issues. This has been the only thing that has worked for me, and I love it. Their scents are amazing. I have talked about them so much that they were kind enough to give me a discount code. They are just so good. You can make your own scent if you want to. They have seasonal scents. It's just so good. Then I was also trying, before I placed another order, which I did place an order already and have my backups of these, I was trying to use up things I already had. So I used up the L'Occitane shower oil, and the L'Occitane Supple Skin Oil. These are very similar. So this is like your body wash and this is your oil. This is in a spray form. I personally prefer the pump. And by the way, these come in a trial size that you can get a small one to see if you like the scent. And then this size, and then this side, and then like some big, huge, like, you know, industrial one for like a salon or spa or something like that. This was fine, but this is crazy expensive for the amount you get and how fast you go through it. This for a whole thing is $37. Since we're talking skin, let's go into some skincare. We all know, if you've been around here for any period of time, my go-to facial skincare is Colleen Rothschild. This is the Matcha Tea Toner. Oh, two of them. Two of the Matcha Tea Toners. I must have just ended one the last time I did empties because it takes a while to get through one of these. Use this every morning and every night as the first thing after I wash my face. It is a must-have for me. Speaking of washing your face, this is what I use every single night to take my makeup off. It is the Colleen Rothschild Cleansing Balm. Has a beautiful, beautiful scent of like a spa. It just smells amazing. By the way, Matcha Tea Treatment Toner smells like, faintly like the ginger tea by Clean Spa. So if you like this scent, try that. So good. That is my favorite scent by them. Ginger tea is my favorite, and then I would say Bee Peachy is my second. All right, let's keep going. So this is the Sheer Renewal Cream. This is my every single day moisturizer, and some evenings I use this as my moisturizer. I have the Intense Hydrating Mask. Best hydrating mask ever. I've used so many. This I use on nights where I am using a retinol product. This is the last thing I do before I go to bed. Yes, you heard me correctly. I sleep with this on and you wake up and your skin feels like a baby's butt. I mean, it's just amazing. Another one of the Sheer Renewal Cream. I would say I probably go through about one of those a month. Another one of the Sheer Renewal Creams. So we have 3 Sheer Renewal Creams and 1 Intense Hydration Mask. 2 of the vitamin C treatment serums. This is what I use every single morning after my toner before I do anything else. This helps your skin just get rid of all the pollutants, keep pollutants at bay. So good. Everyone should be using a vitamin C. Then I used up a Mandelic Acid Radiance Serum. Guys, if you have textured skin, if you have breakouts, if you have hormonal or acne breakouts, if you have pore issues, this is so, I mean, everybody, this is so good. This, when I have a breakout, I take a dot of it at night, put it on the breakout. By the time I wake up in the morning, it is gone. It's so good. The Age Renewal Super Serum. This is a newer product to me. I started using this, I want to say, at the end of summer. I started putting this in my rotation in the evening, and I love this. My skin feels so soft and so nice. I use this after I've done my toner, my eye cream, and then I put on a face oil and then my nighttime moisturizer. I use this on the opposite night of a night that I would use the Mandelic Acid Radiance Serum. Sticking with Colleen Rothschild, this, guys, is game-changing for me. This is, I would always say that my favorite product by them was the Retinol Supreme Eye Serum, the night serum. This may be right up there with it, guys. I mean, right up there. This is newer this year. It came out, I want to say it came out in the summertime, and it is the CBD face oil. Thought I had other words to it. And this is a dropper formula. I love the dropper, by the way. It is kind of a green. It has an earthy scent to it, which at first I hated, and now I'm obsessed with it. It smells so good. If you have redness to your skin, put this on. It is gone within 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. If you have irritations to your skin, if you have sensitive skin, this oil is so good. I have used, and I still have, their Face No. 9 oil. But unless I ran out of this, I love this. I interchanged this on a night that I use the Mandelic Acid Radiance Serum, and on the night I use the Age Renewal, I use the Retinol Supreme Night Oil. But this, if I could only choose one, 100% it would be this. I am obsessed with this. If you are new around here, Colleen Rothschild is kind enough to provide me with a 20% off discount code that I will list down below for you if you are interested. I do mention on Instagram a lot of times when she has sales going on, which is quite frequently, all different discounts on different products. So definitely if you are interested, go follow me along there. If you're noticing a theme here, products I really love, companies realize that I love them and they give me a discount code to provide you guys with. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my favorite SPF. Now that is one thing that I wish Colleen Rothschild still had. She used to have an amazing sunscreen that I loved and they stopped using it, and I thought they were coming out with a new one, but I haven't seen it yet. So I use the Glowbiotics MD tinted sunscreen with SPF 30. This is my every single day sunscreen. Put it on last thing in my skincare before I do any makeup. Has a slight tint to it. It's very minor. It doesn't really actually show up on the skin, but it does kind of just give you a nice base. It's a little bit of a, not a matte, like tacky finish, but it's like smooth, like almost like a powder finish. It's a beautiful sunscreen. All right, we're winding it down. I have a couple hair care items. Monat Black. This is the 3-in-1, 2-in-1? Shampoo and conditioner, 2-in-1, right? Smells like peppermint. And then I used up the Monat. It is the volume conditioner. Revitalize, Revitalize, I think, conditioner. This is my favorite conditioner. I love it from them. Then the Monat Renewal shampoo, the hydration shampoo. When I am using their brand, this is the one I like. I interchange between the reason you don't see as many empties of these is I interchange between Monat and the Colleen Rothschild hair care. These are the two that I bounce back and forth with. I did test out Olaplex, but I don't have like any full size of those. Next up, let's talk deodorant. I have 3 of them. 2 I would repurchase 100 times over. 1 is kind of in between. So my favorite, absolute favorite deodorant, it is an all-natural deodorant. It's by Kopari. It is their coconut oil deodorant. They do have a CBD one and a couple others. This just has a beautiful scent to it. It is very creamy. This is my all-time favorite all-natural deodorant. I've tried so many different ones. The only downside, my biggest complaint about this is there is still product in there and you cannot get to that. Like, if anyone knows how to get to this, it is so annoying for me. I'm just like, my OCD can't handle it. I'm like, there has to be a way you can get to this without scraping up your arm. The problem is you're like, trying to get some out, it's not worth it. So these are, I think they're $12. And so I had tried this one. So this one is from a brand called Megababe, and it is their daily deodorant in the scent Sunny Pits. It smells very pineapple-y, same thing. You can't get it all out. I mean, this is almost the exact packaging. This you can buy at Target. They have, I think it's like 3 different scents, but it is the exact same price. This one, I will say though, so here's the key part. When I first started using it, it is a drier product. The other one has coconut oil in it, which makes it very smooth. This was a dry, this does not like move as easily under your arm. So it's kind of a little sticky at first, not sticky as in tacky. It's just hard to put on at first, but then as you use it, it warms up and gets a little bit more used to it. But for the same price, I would much rather this one. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, some self tanners that I finished up. So in the summertime, I get a lot more sun on me. I live at a beach. I'm out at the beach all day, almost every day, unless it's rainy out. And I don't get sun from like the bottom of my necklace up on my face. I wear hats. I put tons of sunscreen on. I don't like any color in those areas. But then it looks a little funny when my arms are one color. You know how that goes. So I tend to use self tanners in those areas. And then sometimes I use one in some other areas just to even out my skin tone because I have a lot of freckles. So I use this one on my face, and it is the Isle of Paradise Self Tanning Drops. Now I do get these in the dark, in the purple. I was told the medium will pull way too orange on me to get it in the dark. So I did. Now here's the great thing about this. This itself is the self tanner. You put it into your own daily moisturizer. So I put this in my Sheer Renewal cream. So I put my Sheer Renewal cream in my hand. I put a dropper of this in, and then I put it all over my face. So it's not super, it's super concentrated in here, but when you're mixing it in with whatever lotion you like, this has made such a difference. I have always had an issue with self tanners on my face because they sink into pores and they sink into sunspots, but mixing it in with a moisturizer has been amazing, and I absolutely love this. This brand is just so good. That being said, in the summertime, I picked this up from, I think it was QVC had a deal with the body and the face one. And this is the body one. You can see the difference in size. And this is the Isle of Paradise, and it's the High Glow Self-Tanning Serum. Now you can purchase this on its own, but back then it was only sold on QVC and only in a set. But you can purchase this on its own. And what this is great for is if you already have some color, it's kind of like, remember back in the day when, and I'm sure they're still around, but Jergens had like their daily moisturizer that had like a tint in it, but those turned me horribly orange. The thing that is amazing about this is it has hyaluronic acid in it. So this is actually going to plump and hydrate your skin while you're using it. This has been my go-to all summer long. I put this on my legs after I've washed or shaved. You know how your legs lose color faster than everywhere else on your body because you're shaving your legs? And this is just stunning. Your skin feels so hydrated. It's amazing. Next up, I use a Michael Todd, I don't know what it's called, but basically it is a dermaplaning tool that I got at Ulta, and these are the blades that you use. I actually this year just recently got a new item. Maybe I should do a video about that even blows this out of the water. It's so good. But this, it's a supersonic, ultrasonic, I don't know. But this is what the blades came in, and I've used all of those up. Next item, this is the first tube that I've completely used up, and this was new to me. I got it at the Nordstrom anniversary sale in, I guess it was August in 2020, and this is the NEULASH Lash Serum. I have used Latisse, I have used the Roden Fields one, I have REVITALIZE. I've tried every lash serum out there. Guys, this one is the least irritating. My eyes don't get red. They don't get irritated from it. And I've seen the best results from it. This is so good. And the difference is Roden Fields would tell me to replace my tube because theirs only lasts for 3 months. NEULASH, I asked them specifically because they saw me talking about it, I think on Instagram, and they commented to me, and it lasts for 6 months. And they were kind enough also to give me a discount code for you guys. You can also buy this though through Nordstrom. You can't get it at Sephora. I think it's just Nordstrom, and through their site are the ones that I've purchased it through so far. It's a good one. Next up, I used up one of my Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 finishing spray. This is my go-to finishing spray if I am going to be using a setting spray. I also like to use this as a primer. I am oily combination skin type, so be aware if you want to help your foundation stick on, this is a great little trick. Speaking of foundations, the last 2 products I'm going to talk about here. Okay, these 2 are empty. Do you know how long it's been since I've emptied a foundation, much less emptied 2 foundations? This tells you that they are both pretty even with me as far as how much I love them. And this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This has been a go-to for years in the color 3C2 Pebble. You can buy a pump for this. I just never bothered. It doesn't bother me, but I've used everything up. I've stored it this way for the last month and used it all up. And then the YSL All Hours Foundation in the color BR40. I also, now this one does come with a pump. I have stored this one this way and used all of the product up in this over the last couple months. This color and this color are very comparable to me. So if you are one or the other, you will know how I run as far as colors. But these 2 by far are my favorite foundations. They are always in my top 3 foundations when you see me doing a wear test. So those are all of my empties. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a lot. There are a lot of discount codes too, I realized as I went through this. If you have any of these products or have tried them out yourselves, I would love to hear about that down below. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and follow along here. And as always, if you have any questions about anything I spoke about here, please let me know down below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. Have a great day, guys.